getting ready for finals. Hear how students and the school are preparing.
And Senior Oswego is expanding. Find out where the school is adding a significant amount of campus space.
Plus, hear how the city of Oswego is getting ready for the influx of people for graduation.
WTOP-10 Nightly News starts now.
Good evening and welcome to our last newscast of this semester. I'm Emily Mike.
And I'm Casey DeSalle. Thank you for joining us.
There are only 10 days until SUNY Oswego's seniors walk across the stage and say goodbye to their school. However, that does mean the city will start to get crowded. According to the Oswego Tourism Department, there were 8,000 visitors to the city for the 2025 commencement. This year, they'll be expecting similar numbers, which means local businesses will have to prepare.
It's not just local businesses feeling the pressure of graduation season. With the rise in visitors, personnel is increased for both the Department of Public Works and the police departments. The codes department staff was also increased. Mayor Robert Corradino says that they are
over the years. A good example is this, what we call this code splits. I have a letter on my desk that we're actually preparing right now that we will be sending to property owners, reminding them that they can't leave trash or garbage out by the curb more than 24 hours. That's something that was developed about 9-10 years ago. Try to make sure that the neighborhoods are kept clean.
Furniture must also stay off the streets. For students moving, they can bring their items to the Oswego County Transfer Center or, if in usable condition, the thrift store.
As Micron promises to bring 45,000 jobs to Central New York, SUNY Oswego plans to expand its Syracuse campus. The renovations involve expanding the branch by 10,000 square feet, as well as adding new classrooms, offices, and a student lounge. The project is expected to be completed by the upcoming fall semester.
So we're very excited about sort of expanding our footprint. The faculty that go down there teach love it, and we know that the students really love being closer to home. So they get access to the quality education of SUNY Oswego without having to drive an additional 40 minutes.
The campus will also feature a small bookstore operation and dining options.
Well, it's finally started to feel like summer the past 2 days in Oswego, and I can't lie, it's been really nice relaxing down by Lake Ontario.
Will the beautiful conditions continue, or will we revert back to the cold? Let's ask Storm Team 10 meteorologist Bradley Jacobs. Bradley?
Thanks, guys. And don't let those past few days trick you, although I did soak in much of the sunshine too. Currently, we do have some rain showers beginning to move in. Temperatures currently at 57 degrees with a dew point about 44 degrees. Humidity, not too humid yet, but that could be expected to go up. It's about 60% right now. Pressure still a little above 1,000 millibars, but that we're going to expect to drop as time goes on. Winds a little bit breezy from the northwest out at 9 miles per hour. Now, we're going to discuss way more further about the forecast for Ozfest and what else to expect coming on up. But for now, back to the desk.
Thanks, Bradley. 2 new art exhibitions have opened up at Tyler Hall. The BFA Exhibition 2 opened this afternoon, featuring the works of senior artists. The wide variety of art is open for the next 10 days from 2 to 6 p.m. in the Tyler Art Gallery, with an opening reception this Friday at 5 p.m. Additionally, the Art of Vibe exhibition in the second floor corner gallery is now open during the same time frame. It is called Iconoclastes and explores how perception shapes identity in contemporary visual culture. With this being the last week of classes, stress levels are high, but the Trianda Flu Institute on campus hosts something each semester to help out.
As our Dominic Ciccarelli found out, sometimes all you need is good food and good company.
The last week of classes can be very stressful. I know I, for one, have a lot to finish up. Editing and discussion posts and all this anthropology work. It's frustrating, and sometimes I just need a way to de-stress. Lucky for me, the Trianda Flu Institute has just the event.
So we do de-stress fest every semester, so it's just a way for students, staff, and faculty to come and interact with each other. So before finals week, come eat food, hang out, play some games, color, just for bringing the community together.
The event boasted free food like ice cream and a taco bar, complete with one of my favorite desserts, churros. But like with many things at Oswego, the star of the show is always the community.
My favorite part of the event is sitting and chatting with a lot of different faculty members, because there's a lot of great faculty members here. There's a lot of other departments, a lot of great networking opportunities. Also, the employees and faculty of the Trianda Flu Institute are all very nice and very wonderful to work with.
Man, those tacos sure hit the spot, and I'm certainly feeling a lot less stressed out, ready to clean up all this paper I threw earlier and get back to work. because I've only got a few assignments left until I graduate next week. I want to say thank you to everyone at WTOP and everyone that's tuned in and supported me throughout my time here at Oswego. One final time, signing off. Dominic Ciccarelli for WTOP-10.
Thanks, Dom. We're glad you enjoyed the food.
The Train to Flu Institute is committed to equity, diversity, inclusion, and transformative practices for SUNY Oswego. Look out for more Institute events next October.
Now, we're not yet in finals week. We know it begins next week, but it sure feels like it's already started.
Yeah, I'm right with you. Our news reporter Saad Hamoud will tell us how students are preparing and some advice for this upcoming week. Saad?
Thank you, Casey. Surely this is a time that many begin to worry about and try to get ready for the whirlwind adventure. Here's more on other students' advice and how they are doing during this time. Finals week is reaching its moment for college students, causing many students to prepare. Ashlyn Fennick mentions she is getting ready while finals are reaching its point.
I already started preparing. I'm starting to study. I'm mostly concerned about my math final. I want to be okay and I want to pass it. So I'm a little stressed, but I think I'm going to be okay in the end.
Students preparing, studying, and using study rooms. Paul Kaspersak says how he feels as finals are getting closer.
For right now, I think the final week hasn't kicked in just yet. I'm very loose and relaxed, not overly stressed, but I think as the week goes on, I'm going to be a lot more stressed out and trying to focus on studying.
While many students have already experienced finals before and have an idea about how finals week looks like, Kelly C. gives advice to new students that while it is a hard time, they will get through it.
For new students, just take your time, take in as much as you can and use finals week to the best of your advantage. Use the breaks that you have between stuff to go out, take a walk, or if you need to, study for the next final. And yeah, you guys got this.
Finals week can be a time that may be stressful. Doing things you like once in a while can be helpful. If you're looking for good spots to prepare, you can utilize Penfield Library, Hewitt Study Rooms, or any location you feel would help you most. That is all for me. I'm Saad Hamoud. Now back to the desk.
Thank you, Saad.
Still tonight, hear who was named this year's SUNY Oswego Outstanding Senior.
Plus, I'll have more on the temperature changes and the full weather forecast just ahead. Be sure to stay tuned for WTOP News after the break.
We had someone who could tell us what we should and shouldn't watch.
Well, do we have a show for you? Who are you?
What are you doing in my bed?
On Be Kind and Rewind, we will go through and review all your favorite movie franchises.
And tell you which ones you should and shouldn't watch from the perspective of normal movie fans. Well, be sure to check out Be Kind and Rewind on WTOP-10. Go home, that's 3 hours from now! Maybe that's the best thing you can do.
But after he gets possessed,
his show becomes a smash hit.
Now he's got the greenest show on WTOP-10.
A lot of green going on tonight.
We'll be holding on forever.
Don't miss the limited run of
these great people being
If you like action, romance,
if you're watching this,
and highbrow humor,
surface is this.
Floor. Minch did not legitimately put his head in the toilet.
There's only one place to turn.
No!
Tune in to new episodes of
Oh Boy!
Only on WTOP.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to your nightly news here on WTOP-10. I'm Assistant Storm Team 10 Meteorologist Bradley Jacobs, and we're going to take a quick look at just statewide temperatures. We can already see it cooling off here in western New York as we're going to have a cold front moving all the way across here, bringing cooler temperatures and a lot of rain with it. And we can see here to the east here, still very warm, still very dry in these portions of New York. Now, we are entering May. We should be entering warmer temperatures, but as I'm about to reveal here, upstate New York and New York, we're still going to be really below normal where we should be. The average high for May, even though we're only 5 days in, the average high is still 70 degrees. We are still far, far, far below that, and it's still projected to be far, far, far below that. So looking at that futurecast, we can see rain showers moving in here right now as we speak. And then, a little technical difficulties there, my apologies. Rain showers all the way overnight heading into Wednesday morning, continuing on Wednesday, leaving by the afternoon and evening. But one thing we're going to notice here heading into Wednesday night, early Thursday morning, bang, 35 degrees. We're going to have a potential for a frost as temperatures are going to get right back down into the 30s, almost winter-like temperatures. And up here, Tupper Lake, 32. Potential freeze warnings might come into effect for these areas. So if you're looking to plant flowers or have any plants outside, you might want to hold off on planting them just a little bit longer, just so in that way nothing's going to happen to them. And then continuing on out, clouds will make their way into Thursday as the week goes on. So one other thing with that too that we can see a lot more recently is pollen. And if you're like me and you have allergies that just keep knocking you down, bad news for you. Tree pollen still going to be a little bit high. Weed pollen not too bad yet. Grass pollen starting to climb up there. And as tomorrow is rainy, we're not going to expect quite the high pollen count. But as the days continue going on, pollen is going to start becoming a problem as spring is starting to spring. So taking a look at a quick little 3-day outlook here. Again, we got the rain showers, cooler temperatures on Wednesday, slowly warming back up with some sunnier skies on Thursday, and then Ozfest Friday. Still going to be a little bit chillier than where we'd like it to be, 50-ish degrees with mostly sunny skies. Now be sure to stay tuned just ahead as News Director and Chief Meteorologist Aurora Fitzgerald will have the full 7-day forecast and much more. But for now, back to the desk.
Thank you, Bradley. Spring 2026 is coming to a close, and students are getting ready to celebrate with the campus-wide tradition, Ozfest. The day will start with carnival rides and food trucks in the parking lot behind MCC, then a campus picnic, and it will wrap up with a Boogie with the Hoodie performing in the Deborah F. Stanley Arena. Tickets must be purchased in advance through the SUNY Oswego box office.
The Oswego Alumni Association has named Jamal Akintukur the 2026 Outstanding Senior. The international student from Lagos began college at just 15 and will graduate this May at 19. A criminal justice major with a 3.69 GPA, he served as president of the International Student Association, a resident assistant, and a campus leader across multiple organizations.
I'm just grateful, you know. I think the award is more of a reflection. It's a testament to show like how far I've come. You know, it's a reflection of how I've spent my college career more than anything. I think the award is an accomplishment, but the bigger accomplishment is what it reflects and represents.
This is just the beginning for Akintukur. He'll receive his award on May 15th at the commencement eve reception. But he doesn't plan on stopping his education. He wants to get his master's degree and even stay here in Oswego.
3 SUNY Oswego alumni will take the stage as commencement speakers on May 16th, including entrepreneur Indy Lee. Lee, founder of Indy Lee & Co., will keynote the College of Business and Entrepreneurship ceremony. After surviving a life-threatening diagnosis, she built a global clean beauty brand focused on healthy living and self-acceptance.
It really taught me how to be an independent thinker, right? And how to advocate for myself, which is something that I never really had learned. Like I was sheltered, I guess, to be quite honest with you. But it taught me the importance of kind of being an independent thinker and speaker, and that if you want something, you have to speak up for it.
She's joined by scientist William Precht and finance leader Stephen Messina, as all 3 receive honorary degrees.
SUNY Oswego is celebrating inclusivity before graduation with Pride Alliance's Lavender Graduation. The event will take place May 7th, honoring LGBTQ+ students and their allies on campus. Lavender Graduation is open to all students, whether they identify as LGBTQ+ or simply want to show support.
Well, things are swinging into places the past weekend. The Oswego State Lakers men's baseball team kickstarted their playoff run as they took on the New Paltz Hawks in a 3-game series in the SUNYAC semifinals.
Our sports reporter Jason Rood has more on how the game went. Jason, was it a home run against the Hawks?
Thanks, Casey. In fact, there was a home run for the Oswego Lakers as they are surging at the perfect time, and it all started with a statement in Game 1 of the SUNYAC semifinals. Oswego took Game 1 from New Paltz 7-2 behind timely hitting and clutch offense, using big swings and late inning execution to grab control of the series early. In the moment that set the tone, Dylan Rosenberg delivered a blasting key home run that ignited the Lakers' dugout and swung momentum firmly in Oswego's favor. And from that point on, the Lakers' offense never let up.
Early 1-0 pitch. That one is ripped to left field. Back goes the left fielder. He's on the track at the wall. You can smile and wave. Dylan Rosenberg with a bomb to left field. And just like that, the Lakers up 4-1.
Oswego then returned in an 8-1 sweep against New Paltz in Game 2. Jonah Shear was lights out, going 7+ innings and allowing just 1 hit after a near flawless performance. At the plate, Brogan Olsen led the charge with 4 RBIs, powering a complete team effort from the first swing in Game 1 to the final out in Game 2. This game was all Oswego. Now the Lakers are headed to Cortland on Saturday, 1 step away from a SUNYAC championship. Coming up after the break, huge news in Lakers coaching room, and a new era has come to an end.
Plus, I'll have some really exciting things to talk about right here after the break.
If you got it, you better watch out.
You got swat you like a bug.
That is like not.
Welcome back to WTOP-10 for my very final weather forecast. I'm your Storm Team 10 meteorologist, Aurora Fitzgerald. Taking a look over here, I'm actually going to start with something pretty exciting. We have May 8th triplets. Happy birthday to me on Friday, but also to my friends Lexi and Jenna. I know it's going to be very exciting and just had to give a little shout out before that. Now I'm going to explain something to you. The seasons. Most of us know how they happen and most of us don't know how they happen. We have 4 seasons: vernal, winter, autumn, and summer. Now, how does this happen? Why are we seeing these temperature changes, and what's going on? Because The timing changes every time when we go from season to season, and I'm going to tell you why. Vernal equinox, also known as spring equinox, is the first day of spring, which is usually around March 20th. The center of the sun is directly above the equator, so that means all areas receive roughly about 12 hours of light. So dissecting it, into quadrants, all of the Earth will be in about 12 hours of sunlight. Now heading into the summer solstice, what happens? The first day of summer is usually around June 20th, and the center of the sun is directly above the Tropic of Cancer. So that means long days in the northern hemisphere and shorter days in the southern hemisphere, which is going to lead to different times of day. And believe it or not, in the Arctic, 24 hours a day. Sun all the time. I know that sounds very lovely sometimes because we need the sun right now too. And the Antarctic Circle is 0 hours. It just stays dark. So then the seasons, continuing on to the winter solstice. First day of winter is usually around December 21st. The center of the sun is directly above the Tropic of Capricorn. That means shorter days in the northern hemisphere and longer days in the southern hemisphere. It's kind of like going back and forth. It's kind of like divided into two. And I have very exciting news. We have the Eta Aquariids meteor shower peaking tonight. And if you lay on your back with your feet pointing up towards the sky, you're probably going to see a few meteor showers. You're going to see about 10 per hour. Look east-southeast towards the Aquarius constellation that I made myself, which is very, very exciting. If you have plans for Mother's Day, it's a great early plan for Mother's Day. Taking a look at your extended forecast, 47 degrees on Wednesday, rain showers coming in. But for Ozfest on Friday, we're going to see partly sunny skies, 52 degrees, not bad. But then unfortunately it'll be a rainy weekend heading into Monday and Tuesday, getting back up there temperature-wise, and hopefully the sun and temperatures are here to stay. For my very final toss, that's all from me. Now to our full sports coverage.
Welcome back to WTOP-10 Sports. I'm Rob Finger. Ed Gosick has been the head coach of Oswego State's men's ice hockey team since 2003. He's brought a lot of success to the shores of Lake Ontario, including 4 SUNYAC championships and 5 Frozen Fours in a row. But his storied career as the longest tenured men's hockey head coach has come to an end. It's a sad day here at the Deborah F. Stanley Arena, because the man that gave Oswego State this, their only ever national championship, has announced his retirement at the end of 23 years as head coach. When Ed Gosick started as head coach in 2003, he had but one vision for the program.
Well, one, to maintain the direction in which it was going. Taking over, the vision would be, for me, honestly, the consistency. Most people bring up, winning the national championship, but it's very difficult to get to the top of the mountain, and then staying up there is even harder.
But his proudest moment is not one you'd expect.
Proudest moment, would be opening the very first game in this arena. That first game here, it brought a lot of energy, a lot of excitement. That would rank above the national championship.
Through it all, he had just one thing to say to the Laker faithful.
Oh my God, thank you. Thank you. You're the best. You've provided me an unbelievable experience. You're loyal, and sometimes even though things don't go your way with the final outcome, they've always been loyal. We got the best fans in Division III hockey. So thank you.
The Ed Gosick chapter of Lakers men's hockey has come to a close. Assistant coach and former All-American John Whitelaw has been given the tap as interim head coach and will look to lead the Lakers back to the SUNYAC championship game once more next season. Hitting the turf, the Lakers women's lacrosse team has earned multiple SUNYAC awards after their runner-up season concluded last Sunday. Their star midfielder Alexis Hill was named Midfielder of the Year and scored 4 or more goals in 12 games this season. Goalie Elena Yakovisi was named Goaltender of the Year after starting every game for the Lakers for the 2nd year in a row. And the Lakers coaches were named Coaching Staff of the Year along with 5 other players getting all SUNYAC honors earlier today. Taken to the ice with some breaking news, the Toronto Maple Leafs have won the first overall pick in the 2026 NHL entry draft. They had just an 8.5% chance of getting the first overall pick, the 5th best odds behind the Canucks in first with 18.5%. Still slated to go first overall is Penn State's Gavin McKenna, who posted a 51-point season in just 36 games with Penn State. Turning now to the playoffs, only one series from the first round went to a Game 7, and it was the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Montreal Canadiens heading to Tampa, all tied up at 3 games apiece. We'll go to late in the first. Habs work it up to Caden Gooley. Shot from the point, and it's the captain himself, Nick Suzuki. A beautiful tip to beat Andrei Vasilevsky. Habs get the lead early in Game 7, and the Bell Center watch party is rocking. We'll take a look at the replay, and guess what? It banks in off of J.J. Moser. Embarrassing for the Bolts, but they'd get their revenge soon enough. Lightning power play, working it D2D, Gonçalves to Dastu, and it's Dominic James. A nasty redirect right in Jakub Dobish's face ties this game at a goal apiece. Bolts make good on the power play. You can see Dominic James just sneaking backdoor, and he tips the shot and ties it up. Third player to play, though. Habs on the attack. Newhook to Gooley to Hudson. Drops down, takes a shot, bouncing puck, and Alex Newhook, the backhand batter, somehow puts it behind Vazzy. Habs take back the lead 2-1, and we need super slow-mo for this one. Newhook gets a piece of it, and it bounces off of Vazzy's rear. Habs take the series win, and you see that correctly, the lowest amount of shots on goal in a playoff win ever. The Habs move on, and they will play the Buffalo Sabres in round 2 with Game 1 slated for tomorrow.
Well, this broadcast marks the end of the road at WTOP 10 News for 10 of our graduating seniors.
Here's a goodbye message from them, about our Lexi Primorano.
I'm Aurora Fitzgerald.
Rob Finger.
So odd.
Casey DeSalle.
Emily Mike.
Dominic Ciccarelli.
Bradley Jacobs.
Cameron Carvalho.
Jason Rude.
Jacob Coleman.
I'm Julian Pike, and I'm tonight's VP.
Assistant Executive Producer.
I am an anchor.
One of the anchors.
The sports anchor.
Sports anchor. Sports reporter.
Going to be reporting.
The reporter. And Storm Team 10 meteorologist.
The news director and chief meteorologist for WTOP 10 News.
I've learned, honestly, quite a lot of things.
The valuable thing that I think that WTOP has given me is just an opportunity to hit the ground running.
Everything.
Learned how to be a better leader.
Being confident in the thing that I do and talking in front of the camera.
We get that real life experience that not many other students get to experience.
I learned a lot about people. I learned a lot about myself.
It's going to sound so cheesy, but the idea of working together as a team to create something bigger than any one part that someone might produce. Working together as a team.
Communicating with one another.
Getting the team to work for the live production.
Communication.
I didn't have to do everything by myself.
What are you going to miss the most about WTOP?
The people. The people, the people, the people, the people.
It has to start with the people.
All of the people that I've worked with here have been my friends.
Everyone that I've met.
My friends, the most. The community. The memories.
Everyone is so kind here. Everyone works hard here, and that's so valuable to me.
Super talented individuals. People who know what they're doing.
I'm going to miss the people every single day.
I'll miss all of it, and I'm grateful for the experience.
So, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity. Thank you, WTOP-10.
Thank you, WTOP-10.
Thank you, WTOP-10. Thank you, WTOP-10.
Thank you, WTOP-10.
Thank you, WTOP-10.
Thank you, WTOP-10.
Thank you, WTOP-10.
Thank you, WTOP-10.
Thank you, WTOP.
Oh, well, that's our report for tonight.
Be sure to stay tuned for Fitzcalpine.
Thank you so much for watching, everyone.
Have a great night, everyone.